Bow.
Bow, bow, bow,
Bow.
bow. Yo, welcome back, man, to another episode of Uptown Takes. And this one's I ain't gonna lie, it's a big one. Pause. The
Yeah, you know.
MLB trade deadline. That was what? What you gonna say? I was what?
It was kind of sus, if you didn't say pause, that was gonna be crazy. Throw it out there.
Listen, what we gotta pause is the Mets. Because we started off here, and I can't even go like this because we're below this.
Whatever the basement is, we're that. We're below that. Whatever that is.
We're below the
The
basement.
depths of hell.
The Mets waved the white flag. They follow what you said. You said trade. What was it? Trade everybody and what? What
Trade
was the saying?
everybody, sell everything, sell everything. Get rid of everybody.
Bro said the shirts and the strings off their shirts, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, get them all out of here.
Well, that's what happened. Um, they traded pretty much everyone that we got in free agency for a lot of prospects, basically. Um, what are your thoughts, man? Because you're the one that said trade everyone. So what you think, Mister Trade Everyone,
Build for 2027. This shit is a wash.
bro?
2027 beyond. Let's
They got
see
a
what we
bunch
can
of
do.
prospects, bro.
We gotta see.
Bro,
What could
like
we
I
do?
said,
What could we do?
the Mets. They got Luke. Who they traded for? Luke Weaver's nice. Like he was pitching really well. I don't know. Like you can't really judge off the rip just because the trades just happened. There's a bunch of players that have potential, so you don't really
Hmm.
know. At least I don't really know what we're getting or what we have. So it's tough to really have like a real concrete opinion. But I definitely think we could have got a little bit more. I mean, we got some prospects. We didn't get like top tier, but like understandably so. But I mean, left-handed pitching out the bullpen is hard to come by. Like we
Yeah, they don't
just
they don't grow on trees.
kind of just let that go. But I get it. Wasn't gonna keep him because it would have been worse keeping him. So when you suck, pause, you suck. So I like I said, I get the situation. Can't really blame the GM for everything, but I could definitely blame him for making a whack ass team, and that's why we gotta trade everybody.
He definitely takes the blame though. You called up you got to talk to the agents, you got to cut the check, or you help it cut the checks or help people get inside in position to cut the checks. Yeah, he takes the blame for that.
We also traded Peralta as well. Had to though. He couldn't handle the bright lights here, bro. Like he's a great pitcher. Not gonna lie, he's a great pitcher, but he wasn't cutting it for us at all. I bet you he goes there and kills. Bet you.
Yeah, 'cause it's the media market over here, man. Once you're in a place like New York, doesn't matter. Well, it kind of matters what team you're on in New York, but nonetheless, you get ridiculed every day. You roll your ankle, you're getting cooked. You walk into a pole by accident. You don't get up and give your seat to the old lady or the elderly man. Like it's just you gotta have some real thick skin to be in New York, no matter what the sport is.
Yeah, so like I said, I never really blame an athlete like that. You come from being really good on another team, and you come here and you're mediocre or you're like worse than that. For example, like Jason Bay, bro
Oh
was
my god.
bro played for us in Boston, killing. I'm talking about a demon.
He took our money.
He comes to the Mets and he's like a shell of himself. And then he leaves again. Then he becomes great again.
Jason Bay, you ain't shit. If you ever get to see this, if it floats on your timeline, you are terrible.
I
I
mean, then
love you in Boston, but you're terrible. You're a terrible Mets player. I'm not gonna hold you. You robbed
you
us.
have you have like Johan Santana. Dude is
He was
he went
sturdy. He was
from.
sturdy with us.
I'm not saying he wasn't sturdy. I'm just saying like he goes from having this aura on the Twins, like he's this godly pitcher. You know what I mean? He comes to the Mets and he's a great pitcher, but he didn't have that aura. You know what I mean?
To be fair,
Like you just get a little worse.
There was an old head when I used to be in high school. The old head name is Sal, and he always told me, the Mets organization kills pitchers. I'm thinking he's chatting. What happened? Johan Santana threw that no hitter, explotó el brazo. Thor gone. Pelfrey gone. Harvey gone. Maine gone. Perez gone. Bro,
Bro, like I said,
crazy.
I just feel like
I don't know, bro.
the Mets at that time weren't really good. So he was basically the team. So I get it. But but like I'm just saying. Point is, people come to the Mets and it's like they lose all their powers, and then they leave and they gain them all. So we're like Soto's the only one that's playing well. I mean, Lindor played well for us too. He didn't get trash coming here either. But you know what I mean. Like the Mets has got that that bad aura. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping like these trades and just kind of revamping everything kind of brings a different vibe back. But we'll see, man. It's gonna be a real testing year next year, especially with how everyone plays and what the chemistry is, because you can't fake chemistry. You got to put time in to build that. So we'll see where we go. But right now, it's not a good look. It's a horrible look, and it's just booze all around.
Boo!
Facts, facts. It's sad.
Clinically depressed.
On to other news, because I'm a Boston fan first, and then I'm a Met fan. Feel me? Because I'm trying to teach these Met fans how to win, because they don't know how to do it yet. Respectfully, those are still my guys. But Boston, bro, we done won 15 games in a row. We just swept the Dodgers. We're back in it. We were in last place, but winners win. We got that championship DNA, bro. You don't teach that shit. That shit. It's not something you just wake up and you have. That's just something you gotta work with it every day. When you tired, when you sad, when you mad, when you hurt, you still play and you put in the work. And that's why Boston is always gonna be good. But they made a splash. Pause. They got Adley from the Orioles. And I don't know if y'all remember, but when Bro was coming up, they was talking about this guy like he was gonna be Mike Piazza or something. I don't know what they were thinking. But he's a really good player. He got 5 years in, three All Stars. He came in second Rookie of the Year, MVP top 10 for like 2 years in a row. These last 2 years he been alright. Last year he didn't make the All Star game. This year he did. I ain't gonna lie, they gave up a lot. They gave up I think like three. They're their top five prospects to get him. He still has about he's still signed for next year, but after that he's a free agent. So it's a big risk. I think big reward move. I mean, it could work out for Boston. I think. I hope shit need it, but I think it could really work out well for them.
I mean, giving up a hole like that just means how much you value that player. So if you send the cribs to him, you send the crib, you send him the furniture, the attic, selling everything to get him, you believe in that person, or at least believe in that person for that short time span.
Yeah, because to me it's kind of like backwards of like what the Mets are doing. Granted, it's a very different situation, but the Mets are banking on potential, like what you could do. You know what I mean? But the Boston's banking on
What you're
what you
doing
are
right
right
now.
now,
Yeah.
not what you gonna be. And that I feel like was the big issue for the Mets too. All these players that could be something, they could play position, could play that position. Like Boston's going out and shooting a little bit of a hail mary. You know what I mean? Like it's four verts and they throwing it up, but it could potentially work out really well. We don't even have Roman Anthony right now. Bro is hurt, so and we're still winning. So it's like there's still a lot to go for us to really be able to take a W.
So let's see how it pans out. We got 2 more months of baseball. That's just right around the corner.
I
I love
mean,
baseball.
Boston's hot at the perfect time. Like this is the time you want to like start heating up, and Boston's been on one for at least this like whole last month. They continue this month, they could really make some noise in the playoffs.
Aren't they a young team too?
Super,
Yeah,
super
so
young
they
team
peaking. They're peaking at the right time.
at the perfect time. At the perfect time. Let's talk about your favorite team,
Who's that?
the Dodgers.
The Dodgers. Dodgers. Dodgers.
Dodgers go crazy. They trade for Skubal. I don't think
Skubal.
I don't think it's that big of a deal though.
What?
I don't think it's that big of a deal,
What?
bro. Skubal is a free agent after this year,
That's you just need
so
him to win
they
a chip.
they traded for someone who's gonna demand a big payout at the end of the year. Like, not every team could just do that. Yo, you want to let me borrow him for 2 months? Like, so it's a very situational trade. You know what I mean? Like, not everyone could have pulled off a trade, and they're taking a huge risk, and they're probably not going to re-sign him if we're being honest. So it's not that big of like a deal, in my opinion.
But I think if even if he wasn't getting traded, now just whoever was a contender thinking about trading him, now they don't have him.
You know,
He's on that squad.
this wasn't news because over the summer he was supposed to get an extension, and they didn't want to extend him for the money he wanted. So it's not like this is a random ass trade. They've been having friction since the end of last season, and the Tigers didn't want to pay him because they knew if we pay him, we're not gonna win anything. We're not, you know what I mean? Like, so this wasn't a big secret that he was on the market and that he was in a move. So I think what shocked everyone was what they traded for him for. It wasn't really much, but not everyone could pull off a trade for him for like a rental.
Hmm. I just think it's a game changer. Whoever was a contender thinking about trading for him, don't have him. Even if they don't win the chip, you don't have that. You don't have that starting. You don't have that starting five. I think it's more
True.
like a keep. I think it's more like a keep away because he's definitely gonna like save the bullpen. He's definitely gonna save the bullpen, even though the bullpen is like a lot better than it was last year. But having to do like that, your lineup, the rich just get richer. That's
The
what it
rich
is.
get richer.
Yeah, the rich get richer. They just doing it differently.
Yeah,
Deferring contracts.
who's the guy that the Dodgers got in the offseason that the Mets were supposed to get from the Cubs? That he was a free agent.
Oh, Tucker, Kyle, is it Kyle Tucker?
I don't know. Hold on.
I think it's Kyle Tucker.
You're right. Cal Tucker. That right there is like the biggest bullet, by the way, the Mets dodged. You know what he's doing right now? Dude's batting like eighth or ninth. And he's playing dog shit. I'm telling you right now, if the Mets, because the Dodgers were the ones that give him the bigger bag by like 5 or 10 mil more than the Mets. The Mets were really on bro to get him. I don't know why. Bro's only had one good year in his whole life. But I'm telling you right now, if the Mets would have signed this dude and we'd have the same season that we have right now, I would have crashed out. Would have crashed out.
You going to his crib?
No, I'm going to the GM's crib. Like, yo, Stern, you know what the fuck you doing?
Fuck is you doing?
And I know we're talking about Boston and the Dodgers, but bro, that Japanese bro from the White Sox,
Oh,
I
the
don't want to
first
butcher his
baseman.
name. I don't want to butcher his name. That's why I don't want to
Yeah,
say
I
it.
know. He's a slugger. I don't know his name
Bro,
either.
he went for dirt cheap. Stern said, nah, we good. I don't want him. He wanted this guy. Thank God. I'm telling you right now, thank God we didn't get him.
To be fair, we don't know how good those like. Granted, in recent memory, the Japanese players haven't really been doing good. The hitting, they got hitting really down good. But you're paying for like an unknown commodity, and both players technically.
But hold on, I'm looking at his contract because it's not like he got paid. It's not like he got a bag. He ain't
I,
got a bag.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's 3 years because that's how many years Freeman got left on his deal. And rumor has it, whenever he leaves, when Freeman leaves, he's going to LA.
No, that's been known because he was gonna play with his bro Otani. I get it, but what he got paid,
Was it like 3 for 36 or something? 3 for 40? I know he got 3 years for sure.
bro? He got 2 years.
Oh, two
Two
years.
years, 34 mil.
No, that's nothing. It's like a
It's
bag. It's like
nothing,
a big. That's like a bacon egg and cheese
bro. It's nothing.
on a roll.
So I know exactly what you're saying. It's a super question mark because, like you said, that power, that hitting might not translate here to the MLB. You're right, but nobody's paying top dollar for this guy. Nobody like the Mets could have had him, and it could have been a project, and could have thrown him away like all these other players. But I digress. It's okay. Let's talk about your other favorite team.
Who's that?
You
Who
know
my
who?
other favorite team? Who?
Now you know who.
I don't.
The Yankees, bro.
Oh God,
That's your team. I ain't
they're
gonna lie.
far from it.
I've never seen someone that's a Met fan support the Yankees so much like you.
I definitely do not. I definitely do not support the boys in pinstripes.
Your boys made some moves, man.
Fudge them.
Your boys made some moves. I mean, I'm happy that they didn't sit still. That's good for them.
They went from east to west.
I mean,
That shit don't move the needle.
their team's hurt. That's what hurts them the most. Their team is so hurt right now. Judge is hurt. Stanton's hurt. So they traded for Garcia for for hitting, but his glove is trash and he can't hit lefties. You love the trade. You text me, like, yo, look what the Yankees did. You gonna say no?
That, that was AI.
This is your team. That's what I'm trying. This is your other
Yeah,
team,
yeah.
bro. You was like, yo,
I'm
bro.
just saying, leading the league is
They
slugging
make him.
is not a slouch. It's not a
Oh
slouch.
no, I'm not saying he's. I'm not saying he's whack. He's not. But to me, it's another DH. They already got DHs. They just need him right now because your team is hurt. That's why I'm like, it's a tough situation to be in. You're losing a lot of games. You're losing games you should win. But a lot of the games they lose, part of it's the hitting, but part of it's also their fielding. Like they make a lot of mistakes on the field, you know. So
Folks hate Volpe.
I mean,
Hate him.
bro, he plays like we're in like little league on the fielding, and he doesn't hit. So it's not even like you can do all these errors, but you're making it up. Hitting home runs or getting RBIs. So I get why the Yankee fans don't like him. I love him. It's perfect. I love it when he over here choking. Pause. The catcher's eye too, but he be making mad mistakes too.
Was it that buddy that played for DR?
Yeah, Wells.
Wells, that's his name. Wells.
That's really what they needed. I ain't gonna lie. They needed to trade for a different catcher. They needed to do what Boston did and get an actual catcher. That would have helped them a lot. Just less errors.
You know that's hard to find, bro. Good catcher.
No, for sure, for sure.
Like
But
they don't. They're like, I'm not gonna say they're like quarterbacks or something, but like, bro, that's hard to find like like a like a Yadier Molina.
nah, they're talking about a generational catcher. I'm
But
not
like even his brothers was not that good at hitting, but his brothers were great fielders. Like them bodies is nice. Like
for sure.
they could have hit for nothing, but you try to run on them, they get you for sure. Like they know how to call a game, and that's lost now. It's either you're slugging,
Or you're
that's
catching.
it. Yeah, there's no both, unfortunately, man. It's kind of like whack how like we don't have like the Buster Posies no more. Like Salvador Perez is probably like the lone goal right now, but like you know, to have a catcher that hits and fields is hard. Yeah, you like I don't know, man. Joe Bauer, no, yeah, it's Joe Bauer. Yeah, like the Buster Posies of the world. Pudge.
The closest thing I'm looking now, I think it's probably William Contreras for 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 the Brewers. He's probably the closest thing. I think he played for Venezuela, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah, I think he did too.
I think he's the closest thing because Cal Rye just hits, and then he's that that was 1 year.
What's Buddy's name from the Mariners?
That's who. Cal
Yeah,
Rye.
it's still Colorado.
That's him. Like I said, he hit that 1 year. I like hit a lot. He should have won MVP, but whatever. Adley's here, of course. See, I'm telling you, you gotta make moves, bro. You gotta take risk. And right now, I feel like Boston's taking risk. The Mets did take a risk off season. The
Failed.
Yankees, yeah, and the Yankees aren't really taking none. But in your opinion, who won the trade deadline?
Dodgers.
You think the
The
Dodgers
Dodgers.
won the trade deadline?
Because even if they did it, I just think of it as a bigger move. If all the contenders was trying to even go for him, let's say on the under the wraps, they were trying to go for him. Now you don't have him. Like that starting five is gonna be scary, and they hit now. Like it's like they had a better team than last year. Granted, you still got to play though. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna sit up here just crowning the chance, but bro, it's low key the same team from last year, and you just added a Cy Young winner. a two-time Cy Young Award winner. Like they don't just grow on trees, bro. It's not you can just, oh yeah, you know what? He's available. Let me just pick him up, even if it's 2 months.
So I'm looking now, and the Yankees did try to get Skubal, and apparently they have a young prospect, Lombard Jr., and they didn't want to give him up. And Detroit was adamant about having him in the deal,
Is
and
that the
and
next judge?
that's why it fell apart.
Is that the next judge, so to speak?
I hate to compare players like that. I ain't gonna hold
But like,
you.
but he's like big like him. I remember him like if it's the guy I'm thinking about, he's like some big dude that's just like Judge, that rakes.
Hold on. He's 6'2", so yeah, for a baseball player, pretty tall.
Think
Because
about
they,
somebody that's that.
they don't gotta be that big. But I say pretty average. He's second. He plays second and short. I mean, that's probably why they want to trade him because Volpe's trash. So
Call him up
makes
faster.
sense. Makes sense.
Call him up way
But
faster.
apparently that's why the deal fell apart. They really wanted this guy, and the Yankees weren't having it. He is one of their top prospects, though. So it's not like they were asking for some random.
I mean, think about it, bro. You got Atlanta. Atlanta scorching right now. Where they coming? Where they doing their thing? You got the Brewers doing their thing. If Bros on one of those teams, not saying it puts them over the top, but it does make things interesting. Now they just kind of like the gap was like this because playing in the regular season, you're gonna bust everybody's ass. You're really just cruising until you get to the playoffs, and it just takes off. And I think that intensity, and he's gonna have the support now of an actual squad behind him. They're good, bro. I think that's another. I think you just do whatever you gotta do to solidify that 3P.
I
And
see that.
if he gets that bag, he gets the bag. But even if he doesn't, I'm not saying it's cool to lose, but like at least one of the other contenders didn't get him.
I see that. I would say that Boston came up in the deadline. Nobody really saw this move with Adley, and kind of like you said, to have a really good catcher, it's really tough to come by that can hit and that can catch. He's really good at both. I think it was a good move to maybe not win like this year, obviously, but I think for next year, once the team's really complete, I think they're going to make a really, really solid push to win the division. So I think Boston got better, but I definitely agree with you. Dodgers playing chess right now with acquiring Skubal for sure.
Yeah, 'cause that's a crazy like you ain't have to.
I
He's
mean,
there.
I was about to say you didn't have
You
to, but you
have
had to.
to, but like but he's there. Oh, you don't want that? I give it up. I give him.
Word.
Which is like a crazy like play right there. Which I'm not saying I'm happy, but it's just what was the last 3P? Let me look that up. I don't know what was
The
the
Yankees.
Yankees, right? That's he was not even born yet.
You were born.
All right, not too much, bro. Not too much. You wildin' right now. You wildin'. Shut up, bro. What I'm saying is, it's been a long time. Okay, it's
Yeah.
been a long time. It's really been a long time, and I think it's cool to see it in the new like the new age of baseball because we don't every other year somebody winning or up until these guys figured out the hack. I don't know what's going on or what 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 ideas Magic Johnson got, but it's working. Like even they just get players, they get stars, they don't work out, they get rid of them. They don't sit there and be like, oh, let's hope that he does good. Oh, he's trash, he's out of here.
And on another note, really quick though, for the Mets, are you happy that they sold everybody, or
Yes,
are you like,
I'm happy. I think it just gets us younger, and we at least can develop our talent in the farm system. So when we do have to trade for somebody, we already got the assets that people want. If not, if we don't trade them, then we just bring them up. I think it has to be a year where we don't have to like blindly spend money on potential. I think don't get me wrong, spend your money wisely in the off season and really just develop and have some of these guys come up honestly. But if a good trade for a good player is there, absolutely take it, no brainer. If they're not
yeah,
asking for an arm and a leg, but I think we should just do more developing the farm system. You know what I mean?
I just we don't have time for that. There's no time for no farm system. We got Soto right now. We got him in his prime right now. We don't got time for no farm. We don't got time for no later. Nigga, this what are we thinking? This ain't no fucking rebuild. This ain't no we gonna see. But we need a team today, not fucking 5 years from now. Like we don't got time for no like we need to build these players. Bro, my man, forget about that. We need a team. We need players. Now. We still got
Facts.
Viento's whack ass. We still got Beatty's bum ass. We still got whack ass players. Talking about potential. These players suck.
Yes, I agree. I agree 1,000%. But at this point, we're gonna drop freaking a quarter of a million every freaking year.
Bro, it's not my money and I don't care.
That's true, but it's not my money either. But I'm just saying something got to give.
Bro, yeah, he gotta get a better GM to make better moves. Cause this position we're in is because of the moves that we made. It's not like he inherited this. We dug our own grave. You gotta dig yourself out of the grave.
So you're saying get rid of the GM
I'm saying Buddy got 1 year left. Like
and get it
you
together.
got 1 more year left to make something happen. And then if you don't make nothing happen, we need to move in a different direction. Because we don't have you gotta take advantage of things while you have the opportunity. So like you got Soto. Good. Great. Now it's like what are we doing? Granted, he can't make the players play, so you can only do so much, but we didn't have a bad coach. Mendoza was not a bad coach, bro. At all. But someone got to get fired. Someone got to get blamed. So we let Bro go. So who is going to be our head coach? That's going to be a big deal. That's going to not make or break the team, but it's definitely going to play a big ass factor in what happens with the team. So it's like we still got to build the team out. So even though we traded and got rid of all like the excess weight because we're not going to use any of the players to make no run, the real work starts now, but really in the offseason. We need to make hella moves. We need to build a whole team. But these prospects that we got, like it's like you said, that's trade bait. They ain't coming to play next year. We don't have time to wait for them to develop into whatever they're gonna be. Like that's not our position. So we gotta like make the move and we gotta make it fast. If not, it's gonna be another 10 years of whackness.
That's a great point.
Hey
Great
man,
take
like
right
I
there.
said, when you want to win, you do everything it takes to win, and that's the only way that you do it. And money wise, the Mets are willing to dish out whatever it takes. We still paying players that we don't got, and it's fine because, like I said, it ain't my money, and to be honest, I don't care. What I care about is the product on the field, and the product on the field is trash. Unfortunately,
Facts.
well, like I said, we gotta make moves, bro. Vientos can't catch. He can't catch a softball, bro. Bro, it's true. Buddy cannot catch for his life. Buddy's playing 30, can't catch. How you do that? He moves to first. Trash. Can't catch at first. Number errors. My man. It's different when you can hit, because if you hitting, then you make up for your deficiencies. But you can't even do that. The only thing good about the Mets is the outfield. The outfield, excellent outfield. Them young boys catch, bro. So they make up for Soto not catching. So you know what I mean? Like it all like makes sense. And Soto's playing left, bro. We're chilling. And we got our outfielders. That's the only thing we got. We got outfield. That's it. And we got McLean. That's it.
Yeah, we're fried.
Like I said, at least just the infield and the pitching. But like I said, we'll see. Everything's gonna count these next couple of months after the World Series. See what happens, the winter meetings, and then we'll see where the Mets are really gonna be at. And hopefully, it's a good place. I mean, this is the Mets' time to make a push. If not, like I said, roll back the clock back to the beginning.
1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Hey man, they can't even go to Cancun. I'm making you go to Rikers or something. Like, you staying in the city, man. You can't celebrate mediocrity, bro.
I mean, something got to give.
Hey man,
Something
we'll
got to
figure
give.
it out and hopefully get soon. So we'll be back soon with some fantasy talk. And when closer to the when the season ends for baseball, we'll be highlighting that. Hopefully, Boston takes the Yankees out, but we'll see.
I hope none of those dudes in the Bronx win.
Hey man, I don't think we have anything to worry about. So this was our episode from Uptown Takes. This is Darielle and Greg again, and from Uptown, we out.